Hello everybody, this is Stephen Alson. This is Full Time Devils. I am joined by Statman Dave, and we are outside Old Trafford in Hotel Football. So thank you kindly to Hotel Football for allowing us to use this awesome view of this beautiful ground. Now we have got the team news in. Dave, do you want to tell the people, and I'll tell you about a crazy stat. Now, this is the first time that Phil Jones has played 4 consecutive games for Manchester United since 2014. What is all that about?
I thought the stats were my job.
No.
Wilson. But anyway, the team news. So United looking like they're setting up with a 4-2-3-1. That's David De Gea in goal, Valencia at right back, Jones and Rojo at centre back, Shaw at left back, Carrick and Herrera playing defensive midfield together. Then we've got Mkhitaryan, Wayne Rooney, Martial behind Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
So Rooney in the 10, I think, by the looks of that. Mkhitaryan on the right, Martial on the left. What do you expect?
Yeah, I think that's about right. I think what Wayne Rooney can do with Zlatan is quite interesting. They seem to have a bit of a wavelength together where they're quite connected. Zlatan, the amount of knockdowns that he got from the weekend, no one was around him. I think Wayne Rooney could be that perfect guy. I'm going to take that, Mike Howson, because you are terrible holding mics. But anyway, yeah, Zlatan Ibrahimovic in the last 2 games has created 11 chances, which is pretty crazy. You know, after that bad run of form where he hadn't scored in 6 hours or whatever it was, he started to return to the old Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I liked how he played against West Ham at the weekend, more of a target man, gave James Collins so much fire. But anyway, Elson, what are you thinking about Mkhitaryan starting once again?
I'm excited, mate, because I think it's about time. We've saw what he can do in flashes the last 2 games, 70, 80 minutes when he started and like 10, 20 minutes off the bench the other day. I think what I saw from Mkhitaryan is what I saw from Herrera last year and also this year, where he forces the movement. His give and go really invigorates the rest of the team around him, and I think that's something that Manchester United have lacked, especially in the final third where we've really struggled to score goals. I predict goals in this game today on the back of Zlatan having Rooney around him and Mkhitaryan being able to find a space. And do you know who I think might have a low-key good game today? Is Anthony Martial, because while you're dealing with those 3, I think Martial's going to find himself with a lot of space. Let's see what the guys in the comments are saying. People are asking where Rashford is, and obviously Schweinsteiger. Schweinsteiger was never going to start. He's obviously going to be drip-fed back into the team. But I understand the reasons for doing so, maybe with it being the EFL Cup. The bench. Everyone wants to know the bench. The bench is Romero, Blind, Schneidlin, Schweinsteiger, Lingard, Mata, and Rashford. So there is options off the bench should we be needing a goal. Schmidfield completely on the bench. Rashford and Lingard dabbing away on the bench there, shaking hands with all sorts of crazy stuff. Yes, Mourinho supposedly suspended for tonight after the FA decided to fine him 16 grand and ban him. Absolutely ridiculous decision. And here's Mr. McCullough, late as usual. Where is Memphis? Memphis and Fosu Mensah not on the lineup tonight. Dave, what do you think of that?
It's an interesting one. I like the lineup, to be honest. I like the squad. I think, Marcus Rashford, he's not really working out on the left-hand side in terms of what he does with the ball. I think it's a bit too simple. But anyway, Mac, how are you, buddy?
Hello, Dave. Who's playing? Hi, guys. Team news just in. David De Gea in goal, Valencia, Rojo, Jones, Shaw, Carrick, Herrera, Mkhitaryan, Rooney. Ooh! Say it again, Dave.
Martial and Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
What I don't like is no Fosu anywhere.
No Fosu.
Anywhere.
No Fosu.
No Memphis. I think that probably means he's off, innit?
Yeah, I'd say so. I think Memphis, maybe the time has come for him to move on. I think you've got players in there like Anthony Martial and Mkhitaryan that should be playing wide for Manchester United to give a lot of variation in terms of going forward. So I think that's the big thing there, that potentially it's time for Memphis Depay to go to Everton.
Pogba suspended. I saw a couple of people. I didn't catch your name, sorry. Pogba, who's saying that. People asking where Pogba is. Pogba suspended after picking up 5 yellow cards, which, if you remember right, was the reason why Jose Mourinho decided to start punting water bottles on the sidelines. So that's why we've got no Pogba tonight. Do I think Mata should have started ahead of Rooney? No, I think Mata is well deserving of a rest. I think it'd be a wise choice to do a little bit of rotation. You know my feelings on playing rotated teams in the Premier League and playing rotated teams in the Cups. You've got to rotate at least a little bit in these Cup competitions, and then we've got a big test on Sunday. But let's not look beyond tonight. Let's get the win tonight, and then let's see what can happen. Score predictions, lads.
I'm going to go 4-1 to Manchester United. I'm going bold today. I think, Anthony Martial, Mkhitaryan are going to explode. Mkhitaryan, a crazy start. He's created a chance. On my face is pretty much...
On your face?
On my face.
Explode on your face?
Yeah, I think hopefully after the game. But anyway, Mkhitaryan has either taken a shot on goal or created a chance every 8.5 minutes this season. That's in the EFL Cup and the Premier League since returning from injury. Pretty crazy stuff.
Like only once every 30-something shots. At the moment.
There's something crazy. I looked into the data a little bit in terms of the 3 games against Burnley, Stoke City and West Ham United. United had 28 shots on target. Crazy.
West Ham team. News just in. Ashley Fletcher starts against Manchester United. I bet you he scores. Whether it's a crucial goal or not, he's going to score. I like the way he plays as well. Yeah, that's nice. They've got
Strong team. Payet's in. Antonio.
Adrian in goal, Reed, Creswell, Faguli. Is that how you say that one?
4-0
Yeah, Faguli, yeah.
4-0 today says
Faguli,
Ibrahim. 2-0
Kouyaté,
says Jayesh.
Obiang,
5-0 says Saka.
Ogbonna, Fletcher. As you can see, your comments are getting chucked out in between the team news. Ogbonna, Fletcher, Payet, Antonio. You got another one before I finish off the team?
2-1 says Kaga King.
And Fernandos. Isn't he
Manuel Fernandes.
Paddy McGuinness's mate?
Maybe, yeah.
Right, United's team. That's exciting, though, isn't it? I'm excited by that. I've come here today thinking we're going to see a lot of players drop. Hoping as well, Ibrahimovic didn't start, but he starts. Rooney starts. Mkhitaryan, Marshall. I've been waiting for Mkhitaryan and Marshall to play together. I think Marshall's been below form, but what you seem to find with him is he hasn't had someone that can just slip him in constantly. The main source of our goals is Ibrahimovic, so we seem to be targeting Ibrahimovic more often than not. And Rashford and Martial have kind of become the supply to him.
Yeah.
Whereas if Martial can get on the end of some of Mickey T's through balls, his running, that pace, that movement, say it again.
Well, what you just missed before you came, late as usual, Mr. Mack, is that we said that I think you could have a low-key good game here from Marshall because you've got Rooney, because you've got Ibrahimovic, because you've got Mkhitaryan, all making space and taking up the minds of the defenders. Marshall could just slip into the back there while everyone else is occupied and pull something out, I think. Let's have a look. What are you guys saying in the comments? Bet Payet will score. We've got to watch them from set pieces, haven't we? We got done at set pieces at the weekend. That's something we've definitely got to watch out for.
Rojo and Jones, they've got that protection. Why does Carrick, who's not fit enough to play 2 games in a week, only play in Europa League and League Cup? That baffles me. But Rojo and Jones tend to give away free kicks quite a lot. And I can see. But
so I've been saying for a while that 4-2-3-1 is the preferred formation that I like to see. 4-3-3 is the preferred formation that I would like to see from United at the moment to get the best out of Paul Pogba. Tonight it's 4-2-3-1 with no Paul Pogba. How do you think this formation is going to affect us? Because I think that forward 4 is good. Do you think the 2 behind it is capable enough?
Whilst I was stuck in traffic, I was listening to Mr. Danny Higginbottom on the radio. I won't give them a shout out because, they don't need it. But anyway, I was listening to him and he said when Michael Carrick plays, and I agree with this because it kind of thought, oh yeah, that's right, that is. We play a more 4-1-4-1 when Carrick plays because the rest of the midfielders kind of have that extra space, whereas Carrick's mopping up after the defence. I think with Pogba, it needs to be a 4-3-3 for him. I don't like 4-2-3-1, especially when you can put Pogba and Herrera together at home against the likes of West Ham and you probably get a win out of them. We should be getting wins out of it. But in the bigger games, you need Carrick or somebody else. In the future, I had this discussion with some people on Twitter as well, or it may have been in the YouTube comments on one of the videos. Replacing Carrick, I think we're going to have to go, because it doesn't look like Daley Blinn's getting a chance, Schneiderlin's get a chance. Replacing Carrick, we might have to go totally just different. Someone like Fosu Mensah alongside Pogba.
I kind of, I think that Michael Carrick's a player that's been at United for a long time and he's been awesome. On the train up, I was watching the Champions League final 2011. Michael Carrick in that game was absolutely unbelievable. What I'd say, look abroad, potentially someone like William Carvalho. Been banging on about William Carvalho for a long time. Very physical, very, very good at switching the play, and a player that could perfectly fit in and hold in midfield. And that's what you kind of need.
We got over 1,200 people in here. So thank you to everyone that has been plugging in. Is Schweini playing, lads? He's not. He's on the bench. 7-3, Junaid says. Not quite 7-0, but that'll be a good game. I wouldn't mind that. As long as it's a Man United, obviously. Time for revenge today, says Boy in Red. Line up a game, please. Right, I'll get that line up for you right now. I need to tweet it as well, so let me just do that while we're at it. Has it been done? Because I refreshed it and it never refreshed. Twitter, sort yourself out. Anyway, David De Gea's in goal. Valencia, Rojo, Jones, Shaw. So that has been pretty much the first choice back 5 since Bailey's been out, isn't it? Rojo, Jones, Shaw,
Essentially with
Valencia.
Darmian's come in, right?
Carrick, Herrera, Mickey T, Rooney, Marshall, Ibrahimovic. That is some side. Where's Rooney playing? 10. Oh, yeah, that's cool. That's nice. I like that. Blind, Schneiderlin, Schweinsteiger. So we got the Schmidfield back together, reunited on the bench. Lingard, Mata, and Rashford. So we got the players there to change things up if we need to. It's a gloomy day outside Old Trafford today. It's absolutely freezing. I've been freezing my tits off, but I think United are going to warm us up, I'm feeling a bit more confident in my 2-1 prediction I said earlier. I'm going 3-0.
3-0. I said 4-1. There's going to be lots of goals in this game. I think that United seem to turn up sometimes at home in midweek. We saw Fenerbahce, we saw Feyenoord. two destructions. And if United fancy it tonight, especially with Michael Carrick in midfield, so important at getting the lads further up the pitch, but also his leadership qualities. You need him protecting Rojo and Jones, because if they get exposed to the likes of Payet, you're laughing.
For United, though, is obviously this Wednesday, Sunday thing. Doesn't help, does it? We want to be Thursday, Sunday, guys. That's when we want to be playing.
I find it very frustrating because I think if you look beyond that, then I think it's fine. Like, you look at Manchester City. Let's take an example.
I was only joking, by the way.
They played. It's not on you, Mac. It's on other people that have been talking about the Europa League. And being upset about it. But what I think with that is that it's got to be that if the luck swings, these types of things are absolutely fine. You're looking at the weekend, 3 massive chances, Zlatan with one, Rashford with one, and then Zlatan with another. That's 4-1 to Manchester United, and that's Europa League. All that whole rubbish about the Europa League, put in the bin. United just need to be more clinical in the final third, and they'll be fine. They're creating enough chances, and they are getting into the right position. So for me, the Europa League isn't a problem.
Cheers, Dave.
Thanks,
guys, in case you missed it, welcome to the Squawker Dave, Statman Dave show. Sorry, Statman Dave. Sorry, Statman Dave. Squawker's dead because you left. Right, Rooney hat trick, says Mohammed. The priority is the League Cup. Jose Mourinho's loved the League Cup in recent years, hasn't he? And in past years for Chelsea as well. Could it be that one trophy? A lot of the players there, apart from Carrick and Rooney, haven't won it. I don't think has
got a title in 2013.
League Cup.
Oh, he's not got a League Cup. Oh,
Like, a lot of these players, I remember when Gary Neville became the captain and a lot of people were saying, we're going through this change. Rooney, Ronaldo, they haven't won anything. What are United going to do? And they got that first bit of silverware under their belt, which kind of gave them a taste for it, and we could push on. Obviously, some of these lads won an FA Cup, but adding the League Cup to their cabinet could be nice. But Arsenal, Liverpool's still in the hat as well, potentially. It's going to be a difficult League Cup game. Guys, the team news again before we bounce, and I get these lads' final thoughts. So, lads, get a sentence ready, yeah? We know how you lot love to ramble on. De Gea, Valencia, Rojo, Jones, Shaw, Carrick, Herrera, Mkhitaryan, Rooney, Marshall, and Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Steve, one last sentence on the game. My beautiful big bear of a friend.
Let's get at it, eh? Let's just have a good old game of football.
Squawker Dave, what's your last sentence before we go?
It's going to be two words. Henrik Mkhitaryan. That's it.
Can you do it with a bit more energy?
Henrik Mkhitaryan.
How about the whoa at the start?
Whoa, Henrik Mkhitaryan. That one.
All right, cheers. Right, guys, we're going to go spank the Hammers. By the way, guys, I know all the West Ham away end are watching this at the moment. Can you get some originality in your songs, lads? Because it's absolutely awful listening to this Payet Ozil song every single week by a different fan base. Even the Feyenoord fans were at it last week. See you later.